This is Pat Sweeney, and you are watching and listening to my first attempt at editing and adding a voiceover to some 3 hours of home movies that my dad took beginning in the 1940s. This particular clip is a family gathering in Mount Pleasant in Christmas 1940. I'm going to play this twice. The first time you see this at regular speed, and the second time I will cut the speed in half to be able to identify the people who are coming in and out of the picture faster than I can add to them. The gathering includes the Sweeney family, actually two Sweeneys, the John Murphy family, and the Kanes. From Detroit came Rose Sweeney and Joe and Elizabeth Sweeney and their two children, Tom and Mary Ellen. Frank and Daisy Sweeney are here. The Kanes, represented by Rob and Cloris, and their sons Gene and Phil. Who else? I think that's about it. We know this is from 1940. I don't know the specific location. There are a couple people, surprisingly, that we expect were there in this home, but are not shown here, principally my mother. So let's repeat it again, and let me point out that's John Murphy. Behind him, Aunt Rose Sweeney holding my sister Mary Ellen. That's Rob Kane. Behind him is Bob Kane, Rob's grandson, Phil's son, and his sister Kay Kane. That's Blinded Murphy holding Mary Jo Murphy. And again, Rob Kane and John Murphy. That's Blinded Murphy and Blinded Ann. A shot of Gene Kane there. John Murphy and Cloris Sweeney Kane. Again, Rose and Mary Ellen. That's young Bob Kane. And coming into the scene here is brothers Gene and Phil engaging in a bit of horseplay. Eunice Kane does not appear here, nor does my mom. I expect they were working somewhere in the house. The Sweeneys and Aunt Rose came from Detroit. Everybody else here was living. That's my dad, Joe, on the right, and his brother Frank. And Frank's son, Bob. And with another Bob, that's Bob Kane in the middle there. A good shot of Phil Kane. Everybody nicely dressed. I do not know the specific location of this. Obviously some home in Mount Pleasant. We will shortly see Rob Kane beginning to lead the group in a Christmas carol. Here's my dad Joe, and an unusual picture of Daisy Sweeney, who was very reluctant to have her picture taken. And we'll see later clips where she does everything possible to avoid it, and Frank, and again with Mary Ellen in the foreground. So we close this festive family gathering, Christmas 1940 in Mount Pleasant, as we watch Rose and shortly Rob Kane swinging his arms and gathering the people in some sort of a Christmas carol. Merry Christmas, Mount Pleasant 1940.